Whispers in the dark, promises we chased, empty lights we held, now they fade away. Dreams built on deceit, castles made of sand, cracks begin to show, time to take a stand. It's the end of the line, no more pretending it's fine. We'll break free from the bind, leave the shadows behind. We were lost but now we see, the truth will set us free. No more chains that bind, it's the end of the line. Hearts singing out loud, no more silent cries. See the light ahead, cut through all the lies. It's the end of the line. No more pretending it's fine. We'll break free from the bind, leave the shadows behind. We were lost but now we see, the truth will set us free. No more chains that bind, it's the end of the line. No more pretending it's fine. We'll break free from the bind, leave the shadows behind.
Feeling the heat, time to scatter and skedaddle. Onpassive gone broke, Ash couldn't hold the paddle. Puppet string snap, manipulations unravel. Wake up from the spell, time to cut the travel. Smoke and mirrors crumble, no more fairy tale. Ash the master of deceit, now confined to the jail. No more twisted lies or gullible for sale. Survivors on the rise, break free from the veil. Walk away my friend from the ashes and the dust. Onpassive's just a memory, broken dreams and rust. Time to reclaim, find the trust and adjust. Rise up from the con in your own strength you trust. Schemes dismantled like a house of cards. Deceitful wizard down, can't play the bards. Survivors no longer duped by crystal shards. Rise above the fog, your battle scarred. Leaving behind the smoke and the broken mirrors. Future looking bright, no more toxic whispers. Strength in the stars, ain't nobody messing. Path toward freedom, a powerful lesson. Walk away my friend from the ashes and the dust. Onpassive's just a memory, broken dreams and rust. Time to reclaim, find the trust and adjust. Rise up from the con in your own strength you trust. Just a memory, broken dreams and rust. Time to reclaim, find the trust and adjust. Rise up from the con in your own strength you trust. Queen of karma, spitting fire like a dragon, torching scams, ain't no lagging. Expose the villains, no chillin', she real, stay killin'. Manipulation tactics, break it down like fractions. Watch your videos, gain traction, mind in action.
channel, truth candle burning bright, illuminating dark corners, bringing scams to light. Queen of karma, grinding day and night, unveil the schemes, make the world right. My mentality, she dissecting the madness, all some realness. Teach you how to stop the fakes, dodging all the ill stress. Her words piercing like arrows, no shadows. Follow her lead, avoid the gallows. Stay woke, folks, don't get caught in the hype. Queen of karma got that insight, clear sight. Deflect the con, scam alarms, ringing sheep fight. Wisdom flowing, unmasking the night. Karma queen, her reign supreme, scammers nightmare, that's her theme. She got the strategy, breaking down your fantasies. Every tactic she witnessed, break free from the sickness. Channel wisdom, slickness, ain't no hit or miss. Sub to her channel, truth candle burning bright, illuminating dark corners, bringing scams to light. Queen of karma, grinding day and night, unveil the schemes, make the world right. Karma queen, her reign supreme, scammers nightmare, that's her theme. She got the strategy, breaking down your fantasies. Every tactic she witnessed, break free from sickness. Channel wisdom, slickness, ain't no hit or miss. Sub to her channel, truth candle burning bright, illuminating dark corners, bringing scams to light. Queen of karma, grinding day and night, unveil the schemes, make the world right.
Stop going there. Don't panic.
Hello, everyone, and how are you all doing tonight? I hope that all of you are having an amazing night and that you are ready to have some fun tonight. Tonight, we are going to be going through some posts. We're going to be reacting to a couple shorter videos. One of them is actually one of the very first ever Ash Mufareh live streams. So you're not going to want to miss that. We're going to be laughing at some memes. We're going to be talking about unicorns. And we're going to be playing some Guess the Song and doing some Onpassive trivia. So should be a fun night. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate all of you. And I wanted to get started first just by going over a couple posts that made me go, huh? Huh? What's this about? What's this about? I don't know what's going over on Facebook. Something's going on over there. I don't know. See, it fucks up my whole speech. And they have so many Facebook groups dedicated to Onpassive over on Facebook. If you've ever gone over there and just look up Onpassive, you'll be like, oh my God, there's so many of them. But there's always a couple of the groups like Marty and Chris's group that seems to pop off more than the others. And as you guys know, or maybe you're unaware, the website and all of the products have been down officially for 3 weeks today. At 1 p.m., just after 1 p.m. is when the site went down. 3 weeks ago from today, I believe the date was June 29th. And, nobody can go into their OES. The website is badly formatted and looks like crap, and it's their ugliest colors. So I think it's funny it went down after they decided to make it look like mustard. And, they can't use their O Connect for any of their webinars, and things are getting spicy. People are getting upset. We are very glad that Mr. Level is here. Good to see you. Good to see you. Albs is in it to scam in. Joe says, in it to talk about STDs. Not in it to win it. You're not in it to win it, Joe. So, if you guys remember Ash Mufareh's last live stream, which I managed to grab here, the last 360, it's a couple streams ago on my channel over in the streaming section. He talked about how his wife was going to cook a meal, and she was really upset because she couldn't get all the ingredients she wanted, and she cooked it, and he liked it, I guess, and she didn't like it. And it was a silly story. A lot of us kind of rolled our eyes, and we were like, oh, where's he going with this, And his point was, gonna be that he knows what's going on, so nobody else needs to know. They just have to enjoy the finished product. And it was a very weird way to go about that. Like the whole thing was just very bizarre. But of course, I'm always interested to see how people interpret the things that Ash says. So I have a post here for you that interests me quite a bit. And it's by Stephen Watson. Alrighty. And he says, the chef and the consumer. So he's even given it a name and everything. It's a whole fable now. I was scolded about a VD joke earlier. Oh, I'm sorry, Joe. I'm sorry. So I guess this story is now the chef and the consumer. Here are my thoughts. Yes, give it to us, Stephen. Yesterday, Ash made an analogy using his wife's desire to make him a perfect meal. I will say it probably is one of the better analogies of his. Still wasn't perfect. But it compared to some of his other analogies, I mean, most of them just don't make sense at all. You're like, what is he even talking about? So I will give him that. At least this one sort of made sense. No one has a sense of humor anymore. So then he goes on to say, she was not too pleased with the whole process or the final product. However, he thought the meal was great. Slurpy tongue face, Pickman says, I think Ash knows he is in trouble because of what he said and how many times he lied to the general public. Yeah, it was very short and sweet and to the point. I mean, the longest part of it was this story. So I see why that's mainly what Stephen took from this. I don't blame Stephen here, So he thought the meal was great. Slurp. What better way to sum up our current situation with Onpassive, all in capitals, right? Ash is the master chef who has planned and designed the meal. He knows the ingredients he is looking for. He knows the desired outcome he would like to achieve. We, the consumers, are sitting in the dining room waiting for the main course. All of us are hungry. This meal has been taking a long time to prepare. And I'm like, okay, so at least he's admitting that. Some would like to barge into the kitchen to see what exactly the chef is up to. Does he have enough help? Does he really know how to cook? Has he left for another restaurant with patrons that have fuller bellies? And that made me giggle because all I could think of is imagine if that's how chefs worked in the kitchen. They would go into one restaurant and cook and then, maybe it clears out a little bit or people just aren't hungry enough there. So then he just, I'm going to go to the next restaurant and find people that are more hungry and takes off. I don't know. It gave me a funny mental picture, Albs is always stealing my jokes. Others are willing to wait. They believe the chef is competent. Don't worry, Albs. They are equally as hungry, but have decided the meal is worth the wait. It's Onpassalicious. And Albs said it. It's Ash Mufareh's restaurant, right?
You can get anything that you want at Ash Mufareh's restaurant.
Came prepared for that joke. Don't worry, I got you. Goes on to say, Onpassive, again, all capital letters, is a multi-course meal. I almost couldn't get through saying that sentence. Because, they only have a few products. They don't have all 50 products, so multi-course meal is a bit much. Ash isn't a chef. He's a cannibal. It's funny because I'm like, isn't Redford the chef? So Onpassive is a multi-course meal, and as such, the preparation can be filled with challenges. Good news is the chef is up to the task. He knows this meal can make a significant difference in people's lives. He won't abandon the kitchen. So as we, the hungry patrons, wait for the meal to arrive, we have some choices to make. We can complain about the service, or we can sit back and relax, knowing, like Allstate, we are in good hands. And I'm like, now they're stealing things from Allstate. But, you know, it is Onpassive.
You can get anything that you want at Ash Mufareh's restaurant.
So you know, I guess it works. They have been talking about him having a restaurant for a while. So there is that. If you're wondering why I kept bringing up the fact that Onpassive was in capital letters, well, that brings me to the next post. Over in Onpassive Nation, which, yes, that's Marty and Chris, their little group. It's actually Marty DeGarmo, Dan Street, and Mike Ellis's team. That's called Onpassive Nation. So this is their Facebook group, and S. Thompson wrote something in there that piqued my interest. They said, "So, I got a question. Haven't logged into the Onpassive ecosystem in a while, but all the bookmarks I had saved linked to the Onpassive ecosystem seem to no longer work. Classic error 404 message. Are there some new links I'm unaware of? And if so, do I have to re-register?" Which, by the way, that's an amazing question. Because now that the site and everything's been down and the OES is down, and they're migrating, they want to know, are they going to redo the OES and will they have to re-register into it again? And the reason why many of them might be wondering that is because if you guys remember, they've had to re-register on 2 separate occasions, similar to this, where they were given a website, given kind of like an OES. It just wasn't like the one they have now. It was more like a little message board thread thing you would log into with no products in there and no wallet or anything. But they have had one in the past where you log in, and then the Go founders, they migrated, if you guys remember. So then when those sites went back up and were running again, because they also went down for a few days while they were fixing them up and everything. Remember, we were laughing about how every time that Onpassive tries to do something, they had to take down their website. That was a couple years ago. Hello, good to see you. So it's not that weird, since they've already had to do that twice before, that they would be wondering if this time if they had to re-register again. That makes perfect sense to me. When I read this, I was like, that's a good question. I wonder if anyone's going to answer it. And they said thanks in advance. But you're going to notice that they made one really, really big mistake. And it's a mistake that you never make in Onpassive Nation. Never. There are lowercase letters in the word Onpassive. So who do you think showed up? Who do you think showed up, guys? Give you a little hint. It's one of my favorite people. I hope you hence the sarcasm there. This is sarcasm. Yeah, Tanya did. Tanya showed up. And she had to respond, First of all, please learn to write the name of the company correctly. It's Onpassive, all caps. Second, you can delete all the links you have saved to enter OES and O-Founders. Both platforms are under data migration since June 29th. So it was June 29th. See, I thought so. And we are waiting to see them back soon, when the process is finished. Use the main website, onpassive.com. Tanya, you didn't use capital letters there. Just I'm just saying. To log in when they inform us it is already and back online. And I was like, thanks, Tanya. That's real helpful. That's real helpful. You know, you could have just been like, right now we're migrating. And so that's why the links aren't working. I wouldn't worry about it too much right now. I'm unsure if we're going to have to sign in again and re-register and all that. I don't know. Hopefully Ash lets us know soon. I'm with you. It's been down for 3 weeks. It's a long time. But, you know, I guess what you said works. I find it to be a little bit rude. I feel like she pounces on people, and I don't think it's just me. Because other people send me these, and they're like, look at Tanya's being rude again. And it's not a good look. It's not a good look for the Onpassive Nation team if they're trying to come off as professional. And it's not a good look for Tanya. I'm just saying. I've said before how I don't think that she should be the one like running any of these groups as an admin, but she is. So what we gonna do, you know? Not a polite woman. No, it's very weird. Will I need to recreate all my O-trim links? See, that's another good question. Like, these are good questions. And I don't know why they can't just let you know that they don't know. Because I have no clue. I can't answer that question for you either. Because I don't know what their plan is. But Ash does know, allegedly, what their plan is. And if they're going to be like redoing a whole system, or are they just going to kind of like put that one back up again as is, and we can just log in like used to. And those are great questions to ask during this. I don't understand why that's a negative question. It's a very good question. And that question, I feel like Ash could answer that, and he wouldn't have to give himself a deadline. Because, you know, he doesn't like to tell anyone when it's coming back on or anything. So, like, he could answer questions like this and tell people all about this stuff instead of what he sort of does, which is come on and ask for pity and talk around things and not answer anyone's questions. Because, like, what's wrong with asking this? How is this negative? You know what I mean? Like, I read this and I'm like, that's not negative. That seems like a reasonable question to be asking right now. Same with that comment of someone going, you know, will I have to re-register? Good question. And if Ash does want these distractions, like, he should be smarter about it. I'm just saying, and maybe concentrate on answering these questions. Maybe then people wouldn't feel so invalidated. Like, I feel like people are starting to feel invalidated because he doesn't tell them anything. You know? This is going to be the excuse from here on out. It will always be challenges, which is why Onpassive will never be able to pay the founders. It's an easy word to use as an excuse not to pay out, right? And the thing is that they're not allowed to ask about the commissions at all. So it just gets swept under the rug, and then they just continue on like they were never owed. And it's not like you're allowed to bring it up. And I was really worried that something like this was going to happen. This was the worst case scenario with the commissions, really. I want people to get the money out to them here. Whether they redo everything or not doesn't seem to matter at this point. It does not look like any money is being given to anyone. And that's probably where a lot of the problem lies, right? $1 trillion company having no website or product access for a year is very normal. Just Google it. I know, I'm being totally silly. But, you know, maybe we just don't know enough about migrating. You know? Maybe we don't know enough about it. I know I kind of went over it with you guys briefly. We went and read up some stuff about it where I tried to explain a little bit about, you know, the processes and how it usually doesn't take any longer than 48 hours and etc. And luckily for us, John White and Bill Must released a video where they actually explained the migration to us. So I thought it would be a good idea to give that a good old watch.
Steps of data migration. Assess and clean your source data. The first step in your planning phase is to gain a full understanding of the size, stability, and format of the data you plan to move.
I don't know whether to take this as they're doing a dig at Ash, because I feel like he didn't do any of these things.
Design your migration. Brief your key stakeholders, build your solution, test your solution. The data migration process involves moving data, applications, or other elements from one platform to another, either manually or using migration tools.
Guys, I am so glad I watched this, or else I would have never known that data migration involves moving data. I mean, wow.
There are several types of data migration, including business process migration, upgrading or replacing business management tools, which often happens after a merger or acquisition, database migration, moving data from one platform to another, which can involve database schema conversion, script conversion, and performance tuning.
The funny thing is that, again, they're just teaching us about this very generally without actually telling us what's going on with this migration. Like, which one of these have you guys had to do? You know? It would be so much better if they released videos and it came from the Onpassive company itself. And it was like this, where they explained it, but then they also explained what they're specifically doing. And they do it with products, they do it with AI, they do it with everything. Like, they release videos about AI. It's all just general information about AI. None of it ever explains what AI they have, what AI they're using, etc. It drives me nuts.
Storage migration. Moving data from one storage medium to another, such as from hard disk drives to solid-state drives. Cloud migration. Moving data from a desktop or file server to the cloud, or from one cloud to another. Here are some steps to consider when planning a data migration process. Assessment. Identify the type of data to migrate, the risks involved, the volume of data, and data resilience.
And one of the parts about this is when you discuss the risks involved, you're supposed to come up with like backup plans for when things go wrong. And this is why toxic positivity in this space doesn't work. Because I feel like it also would bleed into the technicians and stuff too. And it's like, you cannot have a toxic positive team where everyone is just happy all the time. Everything's going great. You can't talk about risks. And you can't even bring up that things might go wrong. So then you can't plan for when things go wrong. And in the tech industry especially, that's not a good thing. It works better over in like the beauty guru industry than it does over here. Because you really do have to discuss the risks involved and things that could go wrong when you're doing something like a large data migration to a new host. And then you need to come up with ways that you can fix those things. And then you have a whole plan. So then if your site goes down and shit goes wrong, you have a solution for it. And my issue is Ash comes out here and says he's the solution to all of the corruption in all of corporate America and the world, but they can't even plan solutions for the problems that might go wrong with their migrating data. You know what I mean? It's like, if you can't plan that properly, I'm not too hopeful. Just say it. You know, show me you can do this first and you can be realistic and you can admit that maybe some things might go wrong. If everyone's just like, oh, everything's going smoothly and perfect all the time, that can't be done. It's an issue.
Define goals and scope. Define the project's goals and scope. Prepare data. Identify the data's locations, formats, sensitivity, and types, and prepare a backup. Design. Profile all source data before writing mapping scripts and allocate enough time to the design phase. Test. Test the migration tools. Execute. Execute the migration. What are the steps of data migration? Assess and clean your source data. The first step in your planning phase is to gain a full understanding of the size, stability, and format of the data you plan to move.
And do you think that Ash has done these steps?
Design your migration, brief your key stakeholders, build your solution, test your solution. What is the ETL process of data migration? ETL refers to the cycle of extracting EUR, transforming T, and loading L data from various sources and changing the data to meet specific business rules and requirements.
That was like the hardest way that you could have explained that in the entire world.
The data is then loaded into target storage.
I feel like this is like purposely trying to make it sound harder than it is, in a way. More techie than it really is. I don't know. It's just, that was a weird way to put that.
Typically a data warehouse. What are the 4 types of data migration? In this case, we discover 4 types of data migration.
Right?
Database, application,
Like, Ash needs to sit here, watch this, and then take notes, you know?
storage, and cloud migration. What are the 6 R's of data migration?
Part of me likes to think that they posted this to also teach Ash how to do this properly. Because I was like, that's kind of a burn, isn't it? Like, he's now screwed this up for 3 weeks, and then they're like, this is how we do it.
What are the 6 R's of cloud migration? Every cloud migration will be different, so each will need a clear migration strategy. The 6 R's of cloud migration: rehost, replatform, repurchase, retain.
Repurchase. Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it? You don't have money, you can't do that part, huh?
Retire, and refactor. Can help
And by retire, Ash, they don't mean take all the money and run. I just thought I would say it.
help you to determine clear paths for your migration. How to write a data migration plan. 7 steps to a successful data migration plan.
And do you guys think that Ash sat down and wrote a plan? Like, you know, I'm like, oh, I don't think he did. I feel like it happened so abruptly.
Assess your current data and systems. Choose your approach. Prepare your data for migration. Transfer your data. Test and validate the migrated data. Update applications and processes. Monitor and optimize on an ongoing basis. What is an example of data migration?
Do you feel like someone's just yelling techie sentences at you really, really fast? Me too.
An example of this migration strategy would be when an organization moves a critical business application from an on-premise data center to public cloud servers. When transferring a software application, the difference in each computing environment's data models, specifications, and configurations may become a problem. Why is data migration difficult? Data migrations can be complex and often involve multiple source systems and multiple target systems.
I have heard, though, that it's not as difficult as maybe it sounds. So, I again, feel like this is trying to make it sound more complicated and difficult than it actually is. And especially to people that don't know much about technology like myself. If I hadn't already researched this stuff, this would have been like, whoa, what the fuck? You know, a lot of information to take in just being screamed at me, I feel like. Just like, bam, 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 bam. This is this, this is this, this is this, this is this, this is this. You can't learn anything that way. Imagine a teacher in school teaching you like that. Hand pink waving, jelly roll, jelly cake, jelly snack.
Source system may have its own schema, data formats, and data quality standards.
See, it's like, okay, the layman doesn't really know what all this stuff means. And especially the people that are signed up in Onpassive. Most of them really don't know what any of this means. And it's like so fast. And just a bunch of like buzz sentences instead of buzzwords. Several buzzwords in one sentence. All techie buzzwords being thrown at you.
It's crucial to thoroughly analyze and understand the structure and content of data from each source system. Why is data migration expensive? Data migration is the process of transferring data from one system to another, usually as part of a data architecture project. Data migration can be complex, time-consuming and expensive depending on the volume, variety and quality of the data, as well as the source and target systems. Who is responsible for migrating data? Data migration engineers are responsible for the safe, accurate, and efficient transfer of data from one system to another.
Wow, it's a really good thing that Onpassive is just full of those engineers, right? Right?
How long should data migration take? Though there are many factors involved, a data migration process could take as little as a few days or a few weeks to move your data. Onpassive is migrating to a new platform.
Yeah, and it's been 3 weeks. I can definitely say that a month would be way too long.
And most of its data is in Oz. Mr. Ash Mufareh said, Oz is costing Onpassive millions of dollars, and Onpassive has to streamline.
We're slowly getting into it. You haven't missed any of the games yet, don't worry. I'm giving you guys some time to get here.
And its operations. What do you think he meant by that statement? Early bird affiliates who have been plugged in.
Again, yes, they are now differentiating early birds from just regular O founders, which, as I've talked about, I think will cause problems in future.
Know what is happening because they can connect the dots. Those who, having been plugged in, can't connect the dots and are fearful, have doubts, are negative, and have trust issues. Plugged in early bird affiliates don't have any.
What? I just need to hear that one again. That was good. Oh.
Have doubts, are negative, and have trust issues. Plugged in early bird affiliates don't
have trust issues. I just don't want to trust a man that makes broken promises and has never ever once done what he said he was going to do with mine and my family's entire future. Oh, I know, silly me.
Have any of those.
Me and my silly trust issues.
Early bird affiliates sleep better and are happy that each day that goes by means we are closer to what Mr. Ash Mufareh said. We will be shocked in a good way to what is about to happen.
You keep saying this. I feel like I've heard this nonstop for like 3 years straight now. And it's been 6 years of it. 6 years. 6. It's a long time to promise people that something is about to happen. And you often make it sound like it's like any second now, any day now. Remember, the payment was coming any day now. Not weeks, days, hours. Ash even joked. Hours even. It's been weeks. So, how long do I have to wait? John White and Bill Must. I just want them to tell me. That's all. But yeah, it was kind of interesting that they released that video. I was like, oh, look, they are kind of talking about the migration. Interesting. So next, I just thought that I would show you guys some fun memes that I've picked up over the past week or so. Just some funny ones. What happened is I joined one of the Facebook groups, one of the Onpassive Nation Facebook groups, and I said hello, and they just sent me a whole bunch of the most amazing memes that I've ever seen. And I was like, oh my God, thank you so much. I will be collecting all of these for the next time that I am doing my FriYAY video. Let's go. So, memes of Onpassive. The funniest ones. All right, here are the funniest ones from the last week. Trust issues. I know. Like, I have trust issues because I'm skeptical about Ash Mufareh. I'm like, maybe you have trust issues where you trust too easily. Maybe that's what it is. That's just wrong. Why do they keep calling this a migration process when there is a chance that it could be a complete rug pull happening, emotionally manipulating the founders to the max? The truth needs to be exposed. Well, I mean, because that's what Ash has told them, right? They'll say whatever Ash has. And we're trying to expose the truth here. We're trying. So this one was good because they've been putting Ash's face on Superman lately. There's a really creepy meme that I've showed you guys, I believe, on another FriYAY that they did of Ash Mufareh where he was Superman. So now we have one. It's a bird! It's a plane! No! It's just super scammer Ash Mufareh! That's right. You can have whatever you want.
You can get anything that you want at Ash Mufareh's restaurant.
Did that unicorn get its head blown off? No, it's a unicorn with a horn on it. Okay, it's a fake horn jammed into his head. And, because it's a horse. And then there's balloons. Unicorns aren't real elves. Shh. Stupid man. So, this is one of mine. And it says, you've survived, or I'll even do the voice for you. You've survived 2,210 days without being paid in Onpassive. You can do a lifetime, right? Woo! So, you know, why is its brain out? Because unicorns aren't real. I don't know if that's what it is, but, you know, I don't know. I think it was supposed to be a rose. I think it's actually a rose, Albs. All right. Marty says the core keeps getting bigger. Pretty soon there won't be any apples left, just core. Oh my. Don't you see the last unicorn? There's one left. There's one. This one's good. Sir, please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the whole truth? No, sir. The other hand. Says that's your left hand. It's a very interesting hand too, by the way. Onpassive. Fake business with no real products. Because, you know, they're always like, real business for real people with real products. It's a real pain in my ass. Real pain. Realizing another year has almost come and gone without Onpassive launching. So, you know, they still haven't technically launched to the public. They have not. Here we got Chris Johnson. Well, there goes my financial future. People are finally realizing that Onpassive is a scam. Aw. Poor Chris. He's just over here just telling everyone,
Stop going there.
stop going there. You know? Seeing the Dave whatever shining the light, the way he talked, it seemed like he invited a ton in this shit. Yeah, it's sad when they're like, I signed up 2,000 people. You're like, oh my God. Why would you bring 2,000 people into this and put them through this? Look, guys, Ash made it on Time Magazine. Ash Mufareh, in it to win it. Lowlife Scammer of the Year award. Yay! Hey, Ash. Ash, congratulations. Good job. Good job, buddy. You did it. Onpassive, the I wish I was a unicorn company. That's right. Have a good one, Mark. Meant to write invested story. Has a ton of accounts. He invested with a ton of accounts? Probably. They told people to get thousands of accounts. I mean, Michael Williams' AIM, I thought he had 2,000, and they were like, no, way more than that. And I was like, oh, okay. Sorry for getting it wrong, guys. They yelled at me. I went on a webinar They were like, no, he has more than that. And I was like, okay. I thought 2,000 was enough, but you know. The last unicorn has a very odd scene with a tree that has huge boobs. Good to know. Never thought that I would hear someone admit they were attracted to a tree. That was interesting. Well, you know, there's a lot of weird things on the internet. I thought the feet was weird. 2K, that's one heck of a downline to take to Neo life. Right? Michael seems that dumb. I mean, he was like, yeah, I've bought over 2,000. Ash yelled at me and was like, it's over that. He was laughing, like, yeah, I got more than that. I was like, oh, yeah, weird flex. You know? Oh. Don't panic! Guys, don't panic!
Don't panic.
We no longer have our payment processors or anything else. So there's that. I've shared this meme out before. I added the or anything else. So, you know, I had to update you on my memes. Voted worst company in 2024. Onpassive. No products, no money generated. I mean, they could be. They really could be. You know? I wouldn't be surprised if they did have awards for the worst companies of the year. I mean, this is a good one. Ash here saying, oysters taste so much better when the money is stolen from the founders. Cheers, suckers. Ha ha! He eats his oysters. You know. Because
You can get anything that you want at Ash Mufareh's restaurant.
By the way, that lumberjack picture of him is fucking horrifying. That they made it, not me. I just want to let you know. They made it. They posted him up in that plaid shirt. Oh my god, it's horrifying. It's horrifying. Yep, do it. Ash is a part of the corruption. He definitely is. And he's out here eating oysters on everyone's dime, damn it. Here's the good one. The founders don't even realize I'm stealing their money. You guys remember the Onpassive Unicorn Co. painting with the backwards S's? I love it. I love it. He used to always be in the back. Last Unicorn is more a weed movie, I think. It's not Disney's Fantasia or anything really crazy. Well, when you take acid, everything is crazy. Don't take acid, kids. Drugs are bad. So yeah. Here he is laughing. I got all their money. I mean, he did steal $108 million. The SEC is suing him for it, asking that he return it to the founders. So there's that. And that's it for the memes of Onpassive for this past week. If you guys have any memes that you are making of Onpassive, you can send your memes to bethgibbons74@gmail.com. Or you can find me on my social media links. They're all on my channel in the description. Send them my way and I'll feature them on a stream or in a video in future, I promise. Or you can send them to me on Discord if you're in the Discord. If you're a member, you can write me and get access to Discord, etc. Since you guys are talking about unicorns so much, let's talk about, is Onpassive a unicorn company? This is a wild claim that they keep making, and I'm going to keep debunking it until they stop calling themselves a unicorn company. Although we do have fun making a lot of memes about fake unicorns here. Like this one of a donkey with a plunger on his head. I quite like it. What is a unicorn company? A unicorn company or a unicorn startup is a private company with a valuation over $1 billion. As of May 2024, there are over 1,200 unicorns around the world. Popular former unicorns include Airbnb, Facebook, and Google. Variants include a decacorn valued at over $10 billion and a hectocorn. Wow, I didn't even know that those were things. But what kind of species are those, I wonder? They just must have a bunch of horns. Valued at over $100 billion. Download the full list. You can literally download the full list of this. I did, and I went through the entire thing. The entire complete list of unicorn companies. All right. Again, the number of unicorn companies worldwide as of right now is 1,245 to be exact. Yeah, Joe, tree bark boobs. Duh. They use leaf bras and coconut bras. Never heard of that? Jeez. And with all of these 1,200 unicorn companies, they accumulate to be $3,925 billion. That's what they're worth, all of them together. Onpassive, not on the list. And you have to make it on the list here, okay, in order to actually call yourself one. If you are not on this list of unicorn companies, you are lying if you call yourself a unicorn company. So what kinds of industries do unicorns typically fall into? Unicorn companies are typically innovative or disruptive companies that are expected to grow quickly. There are an estimated 1,101 unicorns at the time of that article around the world. And so, again, they've kept these lists for a long fucking time. And I feel like Ash read about unicorn companies and took some of the language used here in some of these articles about them and just started describing Onpassive in that way. Innovative and disruptive company. You know, just so that he could try to convince people that he was a unicorn company. Currently, the top 10 unicorn companies are Uber, Xiaomi, I don't know how to say that, I'm so sorry, Airbnb, Palantir, Didi Kuwaiti, sorry, I don't know how to say that either, Snapchat, China Internet Plus, Flipkart, SpaceX, and Pinterest. Onpassive pulled in $3.5 billion in 2001. Interesting. The valuation is a real valuation based on funding by Venture C. VC pays for a stake that values the company at $1 billion or over. Interesting. Let's talk about how are they evaluated. This article here said that it involves some guesswork because unicorns are startups without a long track record. Their valuations are typically based on how investors and venture capitalists think a certain company will perform over time. If you do not have these investors, it's kind of hard to become a unicorn company. Sometimes this involves using a competitor's performance as a foundation to determine how a startup might perform. The catch: a lot of these companies are the first of their kind, so it can be tricky to determine how they might grow if they grow at all. Sometimes a company might be considered a unicorn company and then it crashes and doesn't do anything, you know? As time has passed, more and more companies are reaching that $1 billion valuation and far exceeding it, with companies like TikTok and its parent company valued at $50 billion and $300 billion, respectively. This has left some investors weary about whether these valuations are fair or if they could be contributing to a potential unicorn bubble. Onpassive is the last scammer corp. Help says, also, I do have to admit, I'm a little impressed that they managed to get 800,000 people scammed into this, right? Right? They did. So I went looking for a bit more information because I was like, that one didn't really answer my question, although it slightly explained it. So many startups, even ones of unicorn size, are unprofitable. Investors put in money under the assumption that profits will eventually come. And that's why businesses may rely on longer term forecasting, similar to how it works when it comes to growth versus value stocks. Valuation metrics like price to sales ratios may be used in order to measure the company's worth. The issue with Onpassive is that they're not selling anything to customers. So they're not making any sales. They don't really have a set price on products. Nobody's paying the customer price for the products either. Everyone's an O founder. It's only O founders that have bought it so far, and they don't have investors or stocks. Right? So it's hard to measure their worth. In order to measure a company's worth, you definitely need to see a company that has profits. With zero profits, you're not going to ever make unicorn company status. Investors may also come up with valuations by comparing unlisted firms with similar businesses that are publicly traded. So it's usually investors and whatnot that come up with the valuations. It's not like the company comes in here with no sales, no products, and then says, I am worth $1 billion. And then everyone goes, okay, like that's not how it works, but that's how Ash Mufareh wants it to work in Onpassive. I'm just saying. So again, investors may also come up with valuations by comparing unlisted firms with similar businesses that are publicly traded. So you do have to compare with other businesses. Hence, a rising stock market may also lead to higher valuations for privately held companies. However, an academic study updated in January 2020 concluded that out of 135 venture-backed unicorns, 48% were overvalued on average, with 14 being 100% above fair value. That means around half of these supposed unicorns aren't actually unicorns. So there's even a large percentage of them that aren't unicorns. They don't end up actually making over $1 billion like they thought they would. There's also a risk of investing in unicorn companies, which I feel like we've never really talked about here. Because again, not all unicorns successfully transition into stock market stars. You need the stock market. Some see their valuations dip in late private funding rounds. Some have even scrapped IPO plans at the last minute. Others disappoint after their debut in the public markets. You know, like releasing a product out to the public and then only investors buy it and nobody else does. And then you don't pay anyone for several months and then your site crashes. That's probably not good. You know? I'm just saying. Finding that first day pop in trading elusive or underperforming in the weeks after the IPO. How do you know whether a unicorn is destined to be the next market darling or flame out? There's no way to know for sure, but there are a number of risks when it comes to unicorn investing. So let's talk about them. But Ash said, trust me, bruh. Right? I'm old enough to remember the tech bubble in the late 90s. Right, Joe? So, lack of profitability. Many unicorns offer deeply discounted services in order to supercharge growth. While venture capitals are used to subsidizing startups, public market investors may be tougher on unprofitable businesses. You need to have products people want. Market competition. No matter how great an idea is and how much funding they bring in, there are always competitors. If another company has superior marketing, more users, and higher sales, this may not bode well for a unicorn. Consumer business need. Just because a founder has a cool idea and they can build it doesn't mean anybody will spend money on it. Just because Ash Mufareh has a cool idea and people that can help him build it doesn't mean the general public will spend money on it. Only the people who are manipulated to be founders will. Management team. Who are the company's founders? And what is the culture they are creating at their startup? Getting sued by the SEC for $108 million probably isn't a great start. Many startups fail, and a founder's management style and lack of experience can be cited as major reasons why. Problems such as making broken promises, never making a deadline, and then keeping a deadline. Regulatory changes. Some unicorns represent new business models or disrupt existing industries. Such changes may come with regulatory oversight that makes operating difficult. So if you guys are out here thinking, oh, unicorn company, that means I should definitely invest in it. That's a 100% success rate because it's a unicorn. You're wrong. Okay? Lots of unicorn companies don't make it, and it is considered a more risky investment to invest in a unicorn company than it is to invest in another company, any other company, basically, a company that's already has a good reputation. And especially if this company is not in the stock market and the products aren't the best thing, So is Onpassive a unicorn company? No. No, they're not. Although we have great fun with them calling themselves one, they're just not one. So much so that if you even Google or Bing or use any of the search engines and ask them if it's a unicorn company, it's going to say this. Onpassive, not capital letters. Tawny's going to be so mad. Onpassive is not listed as a unicorn company because it has not yet reached the valuation of $1 billion, which is the threshold for a company to be considered a unicorn. While Onpassive has been growing and expanding its operations, it has not achieved the necessary valuation to be classified as a unicorn. I mean, there you have it. It's not a unicorn company. So then I decided to take it one step further. And I was like, why isn't it? Let's say, how can it become it? So, for Onpassive to become a unicorn company, okay, Marty, Chris, Ash, you should be taking notes. Take notes on this, okay? You want to become a unicorn company? I'll tell you how to do it right now. So, for Onpassive to become a unicorn company, it would need to achieve a valuation of $1 billion. Here are some key strategies that could help Onpassive reach this milestone. Joe's like, I will not listen to the rules. I refuse to conform. Robin modeled her fake voice from Elizabeth Holmes. All right, so how can Onpassive become a unicorn company? Innovative and marketable idea. Onpassive needs to continue developing and refining its innovative solutions that address real market needs instead of fake ones. And, actually get some innovative solutions instead of things that we've already had out here for a long time. 2, clear vision for growth. Establishing a clear and compelling vision for growth is crucial. This includes setting achievable goals and milestones. Yeah. That means things like making a deadline, saying the site will be back up by next Friday, and then actually having the site back up by next Friday. You will get your commissions in the next couple days, and then actually paying people their commissions. You gotta have goals. Things like, we're gonna test for a week, and then we're gonna have this product out within the next week, and then actually achieving that. 3 is effective pitch to investors. Onpassive should have a strong pitch that highlights its unique value proposition, market potential, and growth strategy to attract venture capitalists and private investors. Right now, Onpassive doesn't even have a sales pitch for what founders should say in order to sell these products. And they should at least be doing that. Then they could have training sessions and do things that are more MLM-y instead of just sitting around talking about how great everything is, Vision while wearing welder goggles. That's the vision they have, right? Disruptive innovation. Bringing disruptive innovation to the market can set Onpassive apart from competitors and attract significant investor interest. That means actually coming up with products that are needed and necessary for people to run their businesses and making them better than the products that are already on the market. Disruptive innovation, because here's the thing. They use the word disruptive a lot, and I know I often joke that Ash shouldn't be using that word, because whenever he uses it, I think of it in a negative way, but it is a term used in this industry. Even though I rag on it, it is a real term used. So, what the fuck does it mean, right? Disruptive innovation refers to the process by which a smaller company, often with fewer resources, enters a market with a novel offering that is, now listen, initially simpler, more affordable, not 3 times the cost of Zoom, and accessible to a broader population. Over time, this innovation improves and moves up market, eventually displacing established competitors. So when you guys say that you're doing disruptive, you're being disruptive out here, Marty and Chris, every time you say that, you're actually saying that you want to take over the industry. And then you also say that Ash never came out here and said he wanted to take over the industry. So I just wanted to make sure that everyone understood what disruptive innovation actually meant. Salami says, the only thing disruptive in Onpassive are Marty's farts. That's right. That's right.
She wants to be the first to make us look silly.
That's embarrassing.
Oh, Lord. 3D printed toys to compete with pure romance. They would probably have a better chance if they did that than trying to sell OConnect, though, wouldn't they? But yeah, your idea of being disruptive is to take over the market. So you do want to put like Zoom out of business with your OConnect. But the problem is that OConnect is more expensive than Zoom. So that's where you went wrong as well. And you could have released OConnect if you had actually worked on it when Zoom was released. And then you would be maybe just as successful. But, timing isn't Ash's thing. The last thing that we need strong leadership. And that might be one of your big problems. Because Ash is great to be some kind of internet lord that you guys praise. And he's a great speaker. But he isn't exactly a strong leader. And it says here, having strong founders and leadership who can guide the company through various stages of growth is essential. And I don't know if he's really guiding the company through anything, Just saying. Do you think that Ash is a strong leader? Or Marty, Chris, and Red, because they're the top O founders here. So would you follow them? Hey, now, they do have an older female sales force. They do. Zoom only has a month and a half left. Marty and Mike have said multiple times Zoom won't last a year after O Connect launches. Uh-oh. Oh, no. We better all use Zoom quickly then. I'm going to miss it. I'm going to miss it in September. So, scaling strategies is another one. Implementing effective scaling strategies to expand the company's reach and operations can help achieve rapid growth, guys. Rapid. All right? But again, Ash would have to know how to plan his and have like a business strategy and all that. So, that's probably not happening. Another one, like I said, good timing and market conditions. Timing and market conditions play a significant role. Onpassive should capitalize on favorable market trends and conditions. You could argue maybe that they're doing this a little bit by claiming they have AI. The problem is then they don't have AI. Like, they lie about having AI instead of actually just making really good AI and then releasing it. And like I said earlier, they could have released O Connect when Zoom was released back in 2020. This thing's been going since 2018. But Ash made up some bullshit excuse that he was scared people would steal the idea from him. It was like, well, Zoom went ahead and did it. That's why they're so successful, is because of the pandemic boom. So I would argue Ash does not have good timing, and his market conditions, he's way behind, you know? Here are some key points about disruptive innovation. Market entry typically starts at the lower end of the market or creates a new market segment. Accessibility, it makes products or services that were previously expensive or sophisticated more affordable and accessible, which I don't think Ash is doing. Disruption is a gradual process, not an immediate upheaval. I mean, you could argue 6 years is being pretty damn gradual. Companies like Amazon and Netflix are often cited as examples of disruptive innovators because they really did take over the market, especially when they first came out, right? Nobody else was doing what they did as well as they did it. So again, is Onpassive a unicorn company? No. Is Onpassive disruptive innovation? Also no. No, they're not. So hopefully they stop saying that they are, because again, they're really, really not. They're really, really not. So I think that right now would be a great time for us to take a slight little commercial breaky. And then when I come back, we are going to be reacting to a video of Ash's from 2020, one of the very first Onpassive videos where he explains what Onpassive was. I think it would be good for us to go back to the beginning right now, get a little refresh of, you know, how he was back then. All right, like how did he come out here and announce Onpassive to everyone? And then we're going to play some Guess the Song and do some trivia. So you don't want to miss that. That's for sure. Mwah! We'll be right back. Today's video is brought to you by...
Do you have a berserker demon? You may think that's a strange question, but I've dealt with berserker demons. What's a berserker? The word describes ancient Nordic warriors who fought with uncontrollable rage. This is where we get the expression, he was so angry, he went berserk. In the days of Vikings, berserkers would enter a trance before battle to get supernatural strength. They fought with a frenzy. Sound like someone you know? As we say, they lose it. Explosive anger can come from frustration, feeling disrespected, trauma, mental and hormonal issues, and drugs, but uncontrollable rage can be demonic. As an exorcist, I've dealt with berserker demons. If you've got one, you'll need more than anger management therapy. You may need an exorcism of a berserker demon of anger. That's inhuman. I'm here to help at boblarson.org.
Whoa, looks like you got a bit of a tangle in your dangle. Did you know that more than 8 out of 10 hose owners die each year? Not anymore. Hey, turn me on and watch my hose get huge. My mom always told me I was a grower, not a shower, and boy was she right. And if you squeeze me in the right spot, all my raging fluids will come flying out of me, and instantly I'll retract to my small, natural, convenient size. Amazing! Oh, yep. Shout outs to all my flowers and growers out there. And just like a real snake, it can contract and expand like an accordion. You know, we really wanted to name it the Snake Hose, but that's the title of a gay porno. I mean, I've never seen it, but lizard's close enough. This is my next door neighbor, Sharon. She didn't know I was filming her. She also didn't know I had my hose in my hand, too. If your hose weighs more than 15 pounds, I feel sorry for you. You see, women prefer light, dainty, petite hoses. You don't want to be walking around with a big honking nanner. Oh, Sharon. Whoa, watch the whoa, don't get it caught on the thing. Whoa. Hey, buddy, watch where you're going. You don't want to end up like that guy, still using a standard hose, not going anywhere, and he's fucking bald. Fuck! Look at my hose, people. Oh, yeah, it's growing fast, and it's not kinking up anytime soon. Now, I don't know who lives here, but it's time to wake up. Behold, the full length and girth of my hose and its full potential. Hey, can't you see I'm filming a commercial here, you fucking asshole? Wah! Take that, fuckboy! No one fucks with my hose! The lizard hose is about $30. You get 25 feet. That's like, just a little bit more than $1 per foot. Now, fuck it, we'll give you 2. That's 50 feet. Get fucked. Come on, touch it.
Wait, do you have a condom? You don't have one somewhere? Yes. Oi, excuse me there, sir. Do you have these directions? Sure, you just go down that way and make a turn. Don't let her know that your dinger is almost a no-go. Get Tiny Dinger condoms to you discreetly. It's very important to choose the right size, so make sure that you get your tiny size. Don't be caught without a condom. No. Get Tiny Dinger condoms, a YouTube streamer's favorite brand. Located at your local CVS, pharmacy, Rexall, Shoppers Drug Mart, Walmart, and in your favorite streamer's nightstand. We get it. You're into feet, and not many girls are also into feet, but you finally found your dream woman. We got your souls covered now. Brought to you by the same people who brought to you Tiny Dinger condoms, trademarked, a YouTube streamer's favorite brand, and the same people who brought to you sexual endorphin spray, trademarked. We have now created the Foot Fetish Fantasia spray. When you're rubbing on her toes, take a deep breath in and smell the sweet aromas of the toilet bowl, the tire shop, dead flowers, and your nana's perfume. After all, it will turn you on more than just her pinky toe will.
This little piggy has been to the market and grabbed themselves a bottle of the foot fetish Fantasia spray, trademarked. It made it so much easier to wake to my ex-girlfriend's feet after she posted up her beach trip vacay photos. Grab your bottle now and make that nasty foot fragrance vanish just like a ghost. Located at CVS Pharmacy, Shoppers Drug Mart, Rexall, Walmart, Kmart, Chaz R Us, and in your favorite foot fetishist nightstand.
Are you getting upset with people's freedom of speech and consumer protection laws that allow the public to speak out about your scam? Are you giving YouTube creators false strikes in order to continue preying on vulnerable people? Is it getting hard to hold it in? Hold in all the bullshit? Well, introducing Tiny Digger Diapers, the adult diaper designed for the man baby deep down inside who's always on the way to the top where his ears will pop. With our FlexiFit technology, Tiny Digger Diapers moves with you whenever you sit on your chair, sit in your RV, sit on a boat, or sit in your home office paid for by the people you scam. The Secure Lock Core offers unmatched absorption for when you're full of shit, which is most likely all the time. These diapers keep you dry and comfortable so you can attend all 500 hours of webinars this week and not miss your chance to sign up a homeless man to your scam. Maybe he also needs the diapers, huh? Brought to you by the same people who brought to you Tiny Digger condoms and Fantasia foot spray. Buy Tiny Digger diapers today. Located at Shoppers Drug Mart, Rexall, Walmart, Target, your local CVS pharmacy, and in your favorite con artist nightstand. No matter where your day takes you from webinar to webinar, you will always be dry and you won't have to cry. Thank you for listening to a message from today's sponsor. Yeah, so you guys want to play Guess the Song, and then we'll listen to Ash, and then we can do some trivia. I think it will be a lot of fun. I've put together quite the game for us. It's something that I believe a lot of you guys wanted to do. So let's play some Guess the Song. So how do you play? I'm going to play 10 seconds of a song. I'll play each one like twice. Okay? You guys got to guess the exact name of the song in the chat. Has to be the exact name. Alrighty? Whoever gets the correct name gets 10 points. Whoever has the most points at the end wins. Alrighty, and I've got 10 songs for us to do. So we'll start off with the first one. And like I said, I'm just playing 10 seconds. But I will play it a couple times so you can hear it.
Hello world, meet Onpassive. Get ready for an internet quake.
Alrighty. So, we'll try to guess, Albs. Albs is like, I don't know any of the names. Try to guess. Try to guess. I'm shitty at these games. Try, guys. Come on. Have fun with it. Catmo's a good guess. I'll play it one more time.
Hello world, meet Onpassive. Get ready for an internet quake.
Sam says Despacito. I know it, but not the names. I have it recorded, Joe says. I know. You guys did some pretty good guesses. You guys did some pretty good guesses. The name of the song is the O Catmo song. The O Catmo song. So, since Albs mentioned O and Catmo, I think he was the closest one. So, Albs gets 10 points for that one. So, Albs, remember that you're at 10 points right now. I'll try to remember, but damn. Joe, help me keep track of these scores. Albs is at 10. Albs, 10 points. It's gonna get hard, guys. It's gonna get hard. I did jam to it, right? No, not 100 points, Albs. 10 points. 100 points, work it down. No, No, 10. 10. 10. You're doing Onpassive math. This is Onpassive math. All right, we ready for song 2? Let's get song 2.
I'm coming at ya with another one. With another one. I'm an old song man. I'm coming.
Hope says that's 100 points Canadian. You mean 10 points Canadian is 100 points American? I see. I see. All right, what's this one called, guys? You remember this one?
I'm coming at ya with another one. With another one. I'm an old song man. I'm coming.
What's this one called? Joe's like, nope. Nope. Derek. It's not called Derek. Hulk Hogan's theme song. Another one bites O Connect. That one's called the O Connect song. Literally, that's what they called it. O Connect song. That's the one with Keith, and he goes, I'm talking about O Connect. I'm talking about O Connect. I'm talking about O Connect. That one. See, Mr. Level knows. We can count on Mr. Level to know the song. The O Song Man Shuffle. Yeah. Yeah, man. He liked that one. All right, song 3. No one gets points for that one, unfortunately. So song 3. Alrighty. You guys gotta know this one. But then you might think you know the name. Mr. Level says, in it to win it. Alf says, in it to scam it. Win it. Chumbawamba. The Goat song. It is by her, yeah. Loretta Shador, yeah. You need to win it. What if I told you guys that it was actually called the Onpassive song? That's right. The real name is the Onpassive song. I knew you guys were going to think it was called In It to Win It because that's what we kind of call it. But the actual name of the song is the Onpassive song. And they consider it to be the theme song. That's why I told you, you might think you know the name, right? Because I knew a lot of you guys were going to come out here and go, oh, I know that one. It's In It to Win It. Because, yeah, that would have made more sense. But it's the Onpassive song. That's what they call it. Okay, I bought it. Sam says, I was close. I was close. Chumbawamba was pretty close, I guess. All right, song number 4. 4. Song 4. Yeah, 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 yeah. I know you guys know this one. Think really, really hard. Think hard, come on. So Nami Nugget says Catmo is on. Alf says Onpassive is on. Sam says, like a virgin. You know what? Next time we play this game, instead of doing the actual names, what we'll do is the funniest name that you can come up with for the song. That will be a lot of fun, I feel like. You know, like whoever can come up with the most wrong, funny name. You know? But all right, so Catmo is on and Onpassive is on. Those are some good guesses. Some good guesses. It's called Onpassive is On. That's what it's called. So Alves now has 20 points. Alves is winning. No! Damn it, Slavi says. Damn it. Mr. Level, you can also get 10 points for that. Because I know when you put that in there, this wasn't yet on the screen. Because I know that there's a delay. So Mr. Level has 10 points. And Alves has 20 points. 200 points. US! Unless you're saying our money's worth more than yours now. Which I'd be totally fine with. You were so close. I also, by the way, thought that it was called Catmo is On. Like, I thought it was called that. And I was very surprised. So I was with you. And I was like, oh my God, that's what it's called? I surprised myself with some of these. I was like, really? There are prizes with like a troll doll. So yeah, no, that one was surprising to me. Onpassive is on. That's in the chorus. So that's why it's called that. VVW dates for the winners. What are you watching? USD is at least $1.50 Canadian. Well, you keep saying that it's 200 points Canadian. You mean 200 points US. 20 points Canadian would be 200 points US then, you know? I'm trying to help you out. So song 5. You guys remember that creepy one with the school choir? It's a good one. Try to think of the chorus of it if you can remember it. I've played it a few times. All of these are ones that I've played on my channel at least a few times. So I can wean. We Are Family is such a good guess. The Harlem Shake. Sounds like a depressing We Are the World song. Another Brick in the Wall. I Believe in Onpassive. That's just a good guess. Because, like, you keep guessing that one. Eventually, one day it might be true. Oh, Violet was the closest. It's We Are Unity. You know what, Violet? I'm going to let you get 10 points for it. I'll let you take 10 points for that one. Because you were so close. And I know that you at least remembered the chorus to know that part. Because, yes, they do also sing that part. They sing, we are unity, we are family. That's kind of the chorus. So you got 2 out of the 3 words. So Violet has 10, Mr. Level has 10, Albs has 20 or 200 US, according to him. All right. Song 6. Song number 6.
Everything is clear and everything agrees. If we come together, only is the peace.
Yeah. Yeah. You guys remember that one?
Everything is clear and everything agrees. If we come together, only is the peace.
Robin Noble song. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. It's a Renata song. Man in the Mirror. Everything. Everything. Good guess. Good guess. I think it's been a little while since I played this one. What fuck is that? Isn't it ironic? Ironic by Alanis Morissette. I wish. I wish. I wish. That would be a lot better. I'd rather listen to that. This one, believe it or not, is called Onpassive Chant Song Proud Onpassive Ambassadors. And I don't blame you guys for not getting it. That's an interesting one. I think it's been a little while. Yeah. Violet's like, what the fuck, Queen? How the fuck were we supposed to get that? Bitch. What a name. What a name, too, for it. Right? Damn. What a mouthful. Onpassive Chant Song, Proud Onpassive Ambassadors. All right. Song 7. Song 7.
We celebrate with each other. We celebrate with the family.
Woo, yeah. Was that the last uncopyrighted song title in the world or something? Right? Like, what were the other options to land on that one? That's what I want to know. What were all the other options? We celebrate Onpassive. That's a good guess. Good guess. Good guess. Onpassive, we celebrate. Mr. Level says. Joe says, party! Yeah, I don't blame you, Joe. Honestly, it would be called something like party with the way this is going. Celebrate the NBC early morning theme song. Sam's playing the game that we're going to play next time. That one's actually just called New Song. I know. I know. I mean, I know. Why? I don't know. That one I don't know. I don't know why. I was like, real. That's the name. We Celebrate would have been so much better. Or Onpassive, we celebrate. Celebrate Onpassive. All of yours I like better. I really do. I was like, well, that's original. I mean, we'll give them that, right? Most original title. For the new song. You know? Dang, Onpassive can't even do songs properly. Definitely doesn't name them very well, does it? Okay, they're nuts. I also was, again, like I told you guys, I surprised myself too. I was like, really? This is, out of all of the names that you could have named this, that was the one? Doesn't even have Onpassive in the name. Jeez. Every time someone says step by step, I want to go, step by step. Ooh, baby. Gonna get to you, girl. I don't know why. I don't know. It's like the 90s comeback or something. Anyway, song 8, because we're not here to listen to me sing. Okay? We only have a few more left. Because there's 10. I figured we wouldn't be able to do much more than that. Wanted to see how this would go, too. To be honest with you. So, song 8.
There is a show. There is a show. There is a show. We all love to go to Roblin Live.
And whatever, I'll cheat a little bit. It's also where this comes from.
You can get anything that you want at Ash Mufareh Restaurant.
Right, so I'll play it one more time.
There is a show. There is a show. There is a show. We all love to go to Roblin Live.
Rob Live tonight, right? Mr. Level says Ash's Restaurant. Alp says Roblin Live theme song. Joe just says my ears. It sounds like this song is being recorded through a cereal box. It does, though. On a tin can. Mr. Piano Man. Ash Mufareh's Restaurant. Sam says Mr. Robinson's Neighborhood theme song. I win. $97 for your soul. An abomination. An abomination. You know what? It is the Roblin Live theme song, but there is no real name, so everybody gets 10 points. No matter what you said, you get 10 points. Figured I would make one like that, since I was kind of mean with some of the other ones. So everybody gets 10 points. You get 10 points, and you get 10 points, and you get 10 points. So everyone gets 10 points. So far, Alps is winning with 30 points now. And Mr. Level has 20 points. Holy crap, I really thought it was Julie Milo theme. Nope, it's the Roblin Live. And like I said, it's also where this part comes from.
You can get anything that you want at Ash Mufareh's Restaurant.
Alp says, I think I actually nailed that one. My answer matched the first line on the screen exactly. That's because I called it that. Because it doesn't have a name. It doesn't have a name. They have never posted it up alone as a song and given it a name. Song of Broken Dreams. So since they've never posted it up and given it a name, but it is their theme song, I say everyone gets a point because no matter what name you gave it, it was a kick-ass name. They should make a song about how corrupt Ash is. Oh, we do that. Don't worry. We're trying to beat them, you see. We're in competition with them. They keep making songs about how great Onpassive is and how great he is, and we keep trying to release songs saying the opposite. All right, song 9. Didn't John Barilla win an Emmy for this? This is actually Rob singing it. Yeah, no, Rob's singing that one. John Barilla does a few different songs, though. He does. He does have some. You're not wrong. All right, song 9.
The Mr. Mufareh, we find our way, transforming lives, lighting up each day.
Is it Barilla? I thought it was Rob that sang it, because I don't know. He sang it in the intro that I have for it. Well, then I'm wrong. It might be John Barilla. I just know that I have Rob singing along to it.
Under Mr. Mufareh,
but what's this one?
Our way, transforming lives, lighting up each day.
What one's this?
Under Mr. Mufareh,
wait, one more time.
We find our way, transforming lives, lighting up each day.
Go-Go says, Lost in Ash's Eyes. I'm honestly surprised that they haven't called like 30 songs that. AI would be a decent one. West End Girls or Al. Find Our Way. That's a decent guess as well. You got any more guesses for song 9? Any more guesses for song 9? I guess not. Song 9 is called Onpassive Vibes. It's alright. That one's a newer one. It is an Al auto-tune. Pierre, it is. It definitely is one. That was one of the Bill Must, John White production songs. West End Dash. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. All right, the last one. The last song that we got. Song number 10. Song number 10. And if you guys don't get this, I might cry, so make sure you get it. Woo! Come on, guys. Come on, guys. What's it called? We know that Mr. Level knows the name. Alves, can you feel it? Poker face, poker face. Just as Onpassive dance tune. Can you feel it coming? Alrighty. I was gonna cry. No, it's I Feel Like by Black Eyed Peas. I wish. That one is actually called Can You Feel It? It's Coming. So I'm going to give that one to Mr. Level and Alps and Violet. You all get 10 points. I believe Alps took this game. I believe he's the winner. He's the winner of Guess That Song. Go Alps! Yay, Alps! Woo! Good job. Good job, buddy. You won it. You won the game. Woo! Whoop. The next time we do it, I think it'll be fun. I'll clip more than 10 seconds of the song. Like, that went pretty well. I think we had a good time. I did anyway. I hope you guys did. You know? But next time, since, we've already done one like this, maybe we'll come up with the most creative, funniest name you can for the song. And instead of me only doing like 10-second clips, I'll like clip like the chorus of the song or something. And then you guys can come up with funny names for the song. I think that would be more creative and fun for the next time. You know what I mean? That was like a nice little warm up. We get to have some fun, get some song names, laugh at the fact that they don't know how to name their songs properly a bit, Good time. And then next time we'll take it up a notch to a whole nother level, as they would say in MLMs, You're not losing. You came in second place. Don't worry. Yeah, you get my 10 coin, Alves. That's what you win. So one thing that I did want to do today, it's very, very short. It's only about 20 minutes long that I have here, is take a little look at a video that Ash uploaded quite a long time ago. Second place is the first loser. Well, at least then you came in first place for something, didn't you? So there you go. See? Can I give my points to my cat? Yes. Yes, you can. An autographed picture of Ash. Oh, Lord. I'm actually surprised that he doesn't, do that for people. That's probably coming. Alps has 40 points for Alps. So, yeah, Alps wins. Alps is the winner. Thank you, Joe, for helping me out with that. Are they generational points? Yeah, they are. I've decided. Yep, you can pass them on. I came in last like the founders. Maybe, hey, you might come in first the next one, Sam. All right? You gave me the idea. I was like, hey, wait, that would be a fun game the next time. So, there was a video posted by Mr. Mufareh that I just managed to come across quite a while ago, actually. I've been wanting to do this for a while. It's just, I've had something to update you guys on at all times. But, today there's not really much to update you on. So I figured that today would be a great day to come and visit this one called Welcome Message by video emailed to his every co-founder, Mr. Ash Mufareh, the CEO of Onpassive, a legend to its core. And it was posted in a Facebook group that was called Onpassive Technology, an opportunity to be a co-founder with Ash Mufareh. And it was posted there June 25th, 2020. But I feel like this is a late post of it on this Facebook because it appears that Ash had sent this video out in an email to all of the different O founders. And this was almost like a welcome message to all of them, letting them know kind of what Onpassive was. Because remember, at the very, very start of this, there weren't all the webinars that there are now. So they would only hear from Ash like every once in a while. But 2020 is about the time, late 2020 is about the time when they really started to all do their webinars all the time. So that's why I feel like this is from before. But it's quite an interesting watch.
Hello, hello, hello. Hi, I am Ash Mufareh, and I hope you are having an amazing day. I really would like to communicate with
Like
you
where I am.
over a few updates and
There we go.
cover a couple of important items here right before our next upcoming webinar coming soon here. But before I talk about that, I hope you are keeping safe, you and your family, in this global crisis, coronavirus. There are things we cannot control and things we can control. I want to talk to you about the things you and I can control, that in our hands,
Okay.
and we are responsible for that. Okay. It is important that you take this very seriously. It is a reality. It is happening. But I have some good news for you. Number one, it is not the end of the world. Double good news. We have absolutely a beautiful and bright future for you as a founder of Onpassive, right past this cloud. It's a passing cloud.
Yeah, he's been talking like this since the beginning. Like they're in a crisis at all times.
It's temporary, it's not permanent, but we have to deal with it. It is serious, but I want you to promise me to do what you can do, what you have to do, no matter what it is, that you get through it, because we need you on Onpassive, and I'm talking very seriously. We are articulating this beautiful masterpiece for you and for your future. There's no point without you. So I'm not saying I don't want you to die, okay? It's not going to get to that extreme. It's one of those things, so don't pay attention to the little minor things and don't spend a lot of time on the news. Focus on your sanity, your safety, and your loved one as well. That's all you want to do, okay? Focus that this is temporary. We're going to pass it. What's beyond this, what's past this point, is absolutely worth it. So fight for your life. That's the ultimate priority. Okay? So again, you promised me not to die. Okay, all joking aside, let's get into business, because the whole business is about you. And I want you to really be up to speed here. So I know, and I want to thank you for your concerns about our workflow and our staff in Bangalore, India. Here's the good news, by the way. We know a couple of things. Okay, so we were prepared way ahead of.
When we're done here, we're going to play some trivia. So don't go anywhere, Sam. There'll be another game. Always speaking in riddles, right? So he's not saying he doesn't want you to die. Don't die. We'll have to play again.
This level of, extreme in this.
The funny thing about this to me, like, I get that this was during COVID, so they were in like a crisis, but he really does use the crisis to say that's why they're not like launching right now. And the funny thing about this to me is that back then he had slides Like, this is a better presentation almost than the ones that he does today.
Crisis. I think we were preparing. What if it gets to this point? We thought we might have a couple of weeks to prepare. It came a little bit sooner than we thought, but here we are. We were really alarmed that this could possibly happen. So how can we maintain the business and the workflow during this uncertain, unusual circumstances? Last week, one of our team members, Rahul Bala, he actually was hospitalized for corona symptoms.
Which is
And
awful.
obviously everyone...
Absolutely awful. Alb says $5 US equals $6.38 Canadian as of the most recent exchange rate. Thank you for the $5 or the $6.38, Alps.
Was panicked. We were so worried, and we were screening everybody, their temperature before they get into the building, even if they step out for a couple of minutes for a snack or a break, quick break, and they come back, they have to be checked again. And but we really got worried about him.
So during the COVID, Ash was having his employees still come in, and they just had to test for COVID several different times a day.
And the good news, he was released.
Everyone else sent people home, but Ash kept people coming in, and someone was hospitalized, is what we're hearing.
From the hospital. It was something else, and thankfully he is good. So I appreciate your prayers and your concerns about what's happening.
But guys, it wasn't COVID. It was something else that happened to him that he's in the hospital for. But I'm sure that having to work constantly during the time of COVID had nothing to do with it.
Same time, we were working with everybody. How can we structure the teams along with their team leaders and managers in different areas? We assembled some remote workstations for security purposes that nobody can go there, just designated personnel. And
maybe had the ear tag surgery.
Our staff, all of them, to choose what's best for them. We offered all the logistics, not worried about finances, hotels, travels, car rental, whatever they needed, and let the choice to be from them. So they chose, obviously, most of them to go home. Some of them are from different states and cities, and some of them are staying in some executive work places. That was limited because some of them, they had to evacuate at the time, or they limited their resources at the same time, internet, power, all of that. So overall, we managed to settle everybody. Not the same case, but it fluctuates. It depends on that. And there are a couple of departments, obviously, they are on a paid leave because they cannot operate.
But where was all this money coming from? Because none of the $108 million was spent on these things.
From home, example like HR, human resources, they cannot interview people at their home, so that couldn't work. Some of them, limited numbers, are following up with some correspondences from home. Perhaps everybody is at work that needed to be, and our goal is not to get distracted, do what we have to do during this period of time, but we all know it's not the same.
The thing is that after this, it's 4 years later, and they're like in the exact same position. Although now, instead of it being COVID and people have gone home because Ash hasn't paid them. And they're allegedly in the middle of a migration.
Just respecting your intelligence is not as effective when we have that positive, vibrant workplace. Everybody's at the office, bright lights, everybody's professional, focused on their work. Going home, family, children, noises, distraction, news, all of that. So it's not the same. So the bottom line is we can change directions or strategies or tweak strategies
Which
sometimes.
it's funny to hear him say that because remember, at this time, this was definitely an MLM. So everyone that's an O founder is going to be working from home. And he's like, oh, well, it's not the same as working at an office. But now they'd say the opposite. Don't get a job, right?
Occasionally in business when needed, but we never quit. We always will find a way. All right. This is a very big business Onpassive. We have to keep it going at any cost.
Massive.
Not at the cost of our personal safety. So they are fine now. Business as usual. So I thank you so much. We're going to let them work. They're getting things done. No problem. Everything is absolutely intact. I don't know why am I twisted. I think I need to get closer to the screen, but and I have to put this. I tried without it. It's not the same quality of the sound, so bear with me. It actually taught me two things during
the first time he used a headset. Aww.
Corona crisis. Number one, we're going to know the true color of a lot of people, the true color of their hair, the hair color. Okay, not talking about humanity. And number two, I'll talk to you about that when I have time. So the updates, which is you will see here, we've changed that. It used to be announcements, but now we thought we want.
See, so this was the first version of their like Go Founders / OES, right? This right here. And when he switched from this one, they had to re-register again. And again, that's why that comment I read at the beginning of the stream wasn't that weird. And I don't know why Tanya got so mad.
Want to improve our fashion of being connected, virtual. What a beautiful thing, by the way. I couldn't resist not to mention that. How fortunate we are in Onpassive to be in this type of business. Wow. Artificial intelligence, information technology, automation, global, and social distance. All this virtuality is
global, not global, Marty.
Absolutely another evidence we couldn't be in a better place at a better time. This is our game, and I want you to be with us so we can win it. I mean it. I want you to be with us. So we're going to pay attention. This is the platform we have for now. Go Founders. Soon to be Onpassive. I know you know this. But we're going to utilize this Go Founders. Beautiful platform. Look at this. So we can stay connected, remain strong.
Today he talks shit on this and says that it was awful and ugly and all that. But see, like at the time, it was amazing too. And it kind of sucked. You know? Kind of sucked. I'm doing very well, thank you. Bells the Hut. Still looks like the same cow dung after all these years. I mean, yeah, it's not much different than the OES they have now, right? If anything, I'd actually argue this one's kind of prettier, to be honest.
Bonded, united together so we can get through this. but ultimately get the work done and go all the way to the top together.
Go all the way up to the top together. So this was at the very start of his Let's Go to the Top, where our ears will pop. And you even heard the very beginning of In It to Win It coming into its true form that we know it today.
So start coming here every day. This counter will, every time we add a new update, it should increase the number, so it should tell you. So check this out. Now, this is something that is coming. It's already done from the admin to you. You will be able to read messages
Oh my God,
from
wow.
admin. Here's the thing. We're fading away from dependability on email delivery. All those say email providers and different settings and filtering and all of that, we're fading away slightly and gradually. Eventually, we're going to be 100% utilizing this inbox, whether here or in Onpassive, which is a private, secure, and exclusive inbox where you get all the email. You're not going to miss it. You're not going to have junk mail with it. It's absolutely your business dealing, and it's business oriented with Onpassive.
So it's only for Onpassive people. Got it.
Now, what's coming up? It's a good treat for you. Almost done. I don't know when. Days. Okay. You will have the ability to email your team, perhaps your direct team in GoFounders here, the active one, and you have the ability to email individuals or select multiple. What a beautiful thing. And we have a couple of geeky features.
Oh my God, guys, imagine being able to email more than one person at a time on your team. Oh, how innovative.
You are going to love.
Right, Sam?
All right. So this is something you want to come to read emails and send out emails.
Yeah, Alves, you can email multiple. That's massive. Massive. Where do I sign up?
Community. I'm telling you, this is not going to be here forever. This is going to be archived when we go to Onpassive. Take your part.
That aged badly since, he redid it all. It wasn't there forever. It's 4 years later.
Part in this legacy. Leave a stamp or some legacy for the generations to come and read it after that. See how positive, how strong you are, how inspiring you are.
Like a message board? Oh my God.
And how you believed in this vision in the early stages. All right?
I can't wait for my great-great-grandkids to come and see how I got scammed way back in the early 2020s.
Would like to take the time to go there after we finally address Leadership Council. I want you to join me to thank our great leaders in this council.
Yep, just like a message board. That's what, that's what I thought.
Council, they are doing an amazing job.
And where are these people today, Ash? We haven't heard of a lot of them. Some of them are missing.
Taking every piece of information and...
It's funny because do you guys remember recently Marty DeGarmo did a stream that I reacted to, and he was like, that damn Leadership Council, I hated that thing. Do you remember? That was great fun, wasn't it? One step above Post-it notes. I know, it's amazing technology.
Immediately sharing that with you from finding out on their own or interchanging the exchanging.
Guys, you can immediately share things with people. Like not like Facebook though. Immediately. Oh wait.
The knowledge and perhaps connecting with me. So I thank each and every one of our leadership council. And we
half of them aren't even on it in Onpassive anymore.
Want you to constantly
Good for
keep
them
an
for
eye
getting
on
out,
this daily, not every other day, daily. You never know. Sometimes we would have a couple of announcements or messages in one day, and sometimes you're gonna have.
My God, a couple of messages in one day. How do you keep up?
That was something weird. Okay, let me put this up here.
Woo!
You're gonna have
moving
maybe
around.
none, but you need to check. Now, I'm not gonna talk about live webinars. It's something coming, okay? But always check on.
It took 3 years for the webinar application to come.
On upcoming webinar and recorded webinars. So
oh my God!
Obviously, we have something here that is coming on the 26th of March.
Wow!
All right?
March.
By the time you get this, it will be tomorrow.
Okay, so there you go. So this was actually then done on March 25th. There you have it, 2020.
And this.
So it was slightly before June. Because I feel like come like June, July, then they were doing more webinars. And this did feel earlier, like I said to me. I was like, a few months earlier or so.
This is the link. We want you not to share it in any way outside the back office. Period.
I was like, okay, listen, I'm not going to quit Discord and come join the Go Founders anytime soon. All right, we're only doing a couple messages a day.
This is just
even Joe knows it's a scam.
A private webinar for those who signed the NDA, active and confirmed founders like yourself. You're able to see this.
How are they confirmed? Because you didn't have a KYC, still don't. So not really, but okay.
Inside.
I guess they would only get one Go Founder account, even if they have 2,000 OES accounts then back then, I guess. But then how did that work? How were they buying them? No. Wait a minute. Because, like, you were only paying for exclusive access into the Go Founders for the $97. That's what that bought you, right? At this time. And back in, like, 2018, it was just kind of like a secret club where Ash would show up and do a webinar every once in a while. So, and, like, send you an email video and shit. So, like, I'm... Which is why it's funny that they talk about how the email sending videos in O-mail is so, like, innovative. It's like, hey, you guys started off doing that with another fucking application. Like, I don't understand. But anyway, no. This is what you would have been paying for. Access to this. So
do not share this link outside.
People would have had to have had like 2,000 accounts in Go Founders then. I don't understand.
Reason. I urge you one more time. You understand, because things are increasing in value.
Because like back then, that's all they had was the Go Founders. So what were you buying multiple accounts of? It would have had to have been the Go Founders at that time, right? Because there was no OES. That only came last September, or no, wait, the OES came a little bit earlier than the O Connect. But last year, 2023, early 2023, not too much earlier either. So I'm like, that's what you would have been buying 2,000 accounts for.
Value and confidentiality. It's important that you keep it. And of course, we will talk another time about the other benefits here.
It's funny because, like, although they all want their commissions, they also should know that the second they get their commissions, Ash is going to expect them to make another payment of OConnect. So it's like, even when they get paid, they just have to turn around and give him more money than what they're getting. Because the price of OConnect is more than what they're getting, especially because they got it on sale, right? So they're only making $143. That's all they would be making with it. And then OConnect's going to cost at least $200. Like, it depends. I don't know if he's going to give them the discount. So it would be $200 with the same discount that they got this time. Or it will be $250 if we're going by what the O founders are supposed to pay for it. And then if we're going by the customer price, because here's the thing, the customer price is actually $375. There's a huge difference. You're paying almost $400. So I don't know what they'll be charged, but probably $250. So they're getting $143 at the most, right? And then they're going to have to turn that around and pay out of pocket to make up the difference. Even if it is only $200, that's still, you got to come up with that money. A lot of them barely had the money to buy OConnect to begin with. So that's not good.
Links and how to utilize that and how to navigate.
This goes to show no matter what, you're always going to be paying out more than you bring in. And that's the point of these businesses, these MLMs, is to ensure that.
And marketing campaigns, everything is intact, okay? Of course, we will let you know what you need to know when you need to know it, okay? There's no
even back then he was saying that.
Need to bombard you with questions and things, and when we're still figuring out things sometimes or having some options.
He's even salty back then, and this is at the very beginning.
We don't need to tell you information and overwhelm you when you don't need to do anything. So I think my point is clear.
Yeah, we just don't want to overwhelm you. That's why we're not telling you the information. Yeah, that's it.
And I want to go back now to my favorite part, which is the community. All right. I don't know where did I go, but should be somewhere there. And
shouldn't you know? Is this not your
navigate this
application? Like, excuse me, sir, this not your company?
All right.
This not your app?
Why would we even waste time on any other platform? Seriously.
Well, a really good reason to go on another platform is to sell these products to people on other platforms, because what the fuck would be the point in selling it to people that are already in here buying them, Ash? Why do you want to create an echo chamber of people in Onpassive all trying to sell Onpassive to each other? It would make more sense that you would use the other platforms to try to leverage your Onpassive sales. Like, I don't understand when you say things like that, even back in 2020. Like, really? Don't you think they should go on Facebook and let their family and friends know that they've joined this amazing opportunity to be in a unicorn company?
So enjoy this while it lasts. Leave your stamp for the generations to come.
While it lasts? Jeez, were you already thinking of the demise back in 2020?
And I appreciate all of you here. Unbelievable. You inspire me. Every day I try to leave no unread message.
I mean, to be fair, if I had over 800,000 people pay me $97, I would probably also be very motivated.
Message or even a reply or even a comment to a reply. That's how important it is. That's how we can communicate. And of course, make sure you know the terms of use and the guide if you need to figure out like how to do things. We
eat, sleep, and breathe Onpassive. Got it.
We really want this to stay clean, super positive, so we can again be mentally fit, strong, and emotionally very immune and
immune. Emotionally immune? That was a choice.
Prepared for any circumstances. So that's why it is.
Prepare for any circumstance. What a foreshadowing going on here.
Critical to think twice before you put something. I'd rather for you really to hold your tongue before you say something, thinking, how would this affect my other fellow founders? Okay? if it's going to inject some doubts and mistrust and all, it's not needed. So let's keep it as positive as possible. All right? And keep it inspiring, relevant. It's all about Go Founders. It's all about business, knowledge, and
All
you know,
about
of course, we
Go
care
Founders.
about each other as humans, but this is not a
Uh-huh.
social platform. Look at this beautiful thing. Thanks to our team.
It's not a social platform, though? Okay. Weird. That unicorn got shot in the head or something. Something isn't right with that thing. I'm just saying what everyone is thinking.
I hope you give them many thumbs up, because we no longer have to navigate pages. It just scrolls down and down and down. I don't know about
Down
you,
and down.
but personally, this is hell a lot better than Facebook, in my opinion. It's
He swore.
clean. It's business, money oriented.
Yeah, this is a lot better than Facebook, right, guys? Because it's cleaner and it's money oriented and it's only about Onpassive. Way better than Facebook.
As well, what we care about. What do you need to know about other people that don't matter to you?
If they're not non-passive, then they're people that don't matter to you. What do you need to know about them? Jeez.
So I want you to be bonded with your good family here, the Onpassive family, and tell us how are you doing and how are you feeling, and thank you so much for
This is a cult.
all those who inspire us and take the time to read and post every day. Those who haven't done any posting before, I know you're reading. It's time for you to get involved.
Everybody post!
If you're just expecting to receive, this is not just one way. This is give and take, give and take. All right? So I appreciate that, or encourage those who are putting the effort to share with you the information. And lastly, I want to remind you about our social pages, outside, which is obviously the blog.
Okay, so wait, don't use anything else other than this, but then you have links for Facebook and YouTube and Instagram, LinkedIn, like, okay.
Onpassive blog. Go just to any pages, or onpassive.com, or any of the pages. You will see them under my links. And the official blog is just an unbelievable, what a load of content we have here every day.
I thought he was going to be honest for once and say, what a load of shit.
They read a couple of things every day, what you like, what you do. Look at this masterpiece. My goodness, I love it. I love it. Every time I come here, I can't help myself. I just love it. Look at that. Look at that. Thank you, Monica and our design team and a couple of our designers. They are.
Who the hell is Monica? What happened to Monica? What did you do with her?
Unbelievably talented, and everyone in our SEO.
Did you take her?
If that's a cult, call me Reverend Jim Jones, okay? Let's go to Guyana, all right? No joke.
You better not have.
And digital marketing department, they are working around the clock every day, 7 days a week. And please encourage them by doing, you know.
This was before Mohammed Nazal would have been there. Monica is AI. Probably.
Doing what you have.
Somebody else's AI, not theirs, right?
To do the YouTube. Thank you to all of those. Bill, Mike
you.
Ellis, Jeffrey Morlock, all of those, Steve, and
Monica
anyone
Lewinsky?
who's doing a webinar.
Did she come and visit him under that desk? Is that what's going on here?
Derek, oh my God, the names are increasing every day. So thank
you. Know, that's one of the very first big news stories that I remember from my childhood, because I was quite young when that happened. And that just goes to show you, it's like John Benet Ramsey and then Monica Lewinsky just stored back there from the 90s, you know? I just remember that.
Thank you so much. YouTube is a good deal. Trust me,
good deal.
It's going to pay off very nicely.
4 years later, Hasn't yet.
So thank you for watching this. I hope I was
They
able to
were.
keep you up to speed until we talk on the webinar, but this is all I have for you for now. We are in business. We will never leave business. We just tweak some methods, but
We'll never
overall,
leave.
I wish you remain positive and safe, okay? I'll see you
Alrighty.
at the top. Thank you.
Susie's like, Monica Lewinsky better not have been there. So there's Ash back in 2020. As you can see, not much has changed, has it? Not much has changed at all, really. So that was quite interesting. Good job, Ash. I feel like he had a better presentation back then than he does now. So we're gonna just take a little dancing break, get up out of your chair, shake yourselves off, have a little dancing break as I set up the trivia, and then we're gonna play a fun little game of trivia to kind of wrap up the night.
Yeah. Marty in the chair ain't never move a muscle. Keyboard cowboy, pockets gaining hustle. Promises flow, but the chair staying warm. Scam artist symphony never leaves the dorm. Scamming all day from his cozy little spot. Chris can't see the ties in this knot. Ash in the back running cars like a clown. Soon the SEC finna shut it down. Chris wandering blind can see past his nose. Buying into money's poorly scripted shows. Join in the choir of digital deceit, but the house of cards buckle under heat. Ash with the smoke, mirrors all around, trying to hide the truth, but the SEC ain't bound. Close it and swiftly gonna call their bluff. Frauds exposed, time to face the rough. Money that is quicker than a midday dream. Ash sweating bullets, can't redeem. Empty promises and fabricated wealth. Connor's demise, checking his health. Scamming all day from his cozy little spot. Chris can't see the ties in this knot. Ash in the back running cars like a clown. Soon the SEC finna shut it down.
Woo! Hope that you enjoyed that little ditty. Windsor vibe. Sure thing. So, I've put together a fun little Onpassive trivia game. Yay! Onpassive trivia game. Go us. So, how do we play? I'm going to ask a question and I'm going to give you multiple choice answers to choose from. You will have 15 seconds or so to answer the question in the comments. Whoever answers correctly gets 1 point. At the end, whoever has the most points wins. Are you in it to win it? Joe's in it to win it. Are you in it to win it? Alrighty. Let's go. Let's do this. Get those thinking caps on. So, first question is, who is the CEO of Onpassive? A. Muhammad Kamal. B. Ash Mufareh.
My name is Ash Mufareh, and I'm your friend.
Or C. Susie McRae. B. So, Pierre says B. Alb says, I'm just here to scam it. Joe says, Ash. B. Sam says, Kermit the Frog. He might run it better. B. That's right. The CEO of Onpassive is Ash Mufareh. So if you said B, you get 1 point. What is Onpassive's motto? All right. Is it A, in it to win it? Is it B, do or die? Or is it C, revolutionizing global enterprises with AI technology solutions? Gogo says this will be my only correct one. Don't be so hard on yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. So guys, what is Onpassive's motto? Gogo says C. Salami says C. Sam says just do it. I think that might be Nike. Pierre says C. Interesting. I'm surprised that a lot of you are picking C. I thought you would pick A. Joe says D, give me your money. That's just what Ash says to them. The answer is actually C, revolutionizing global enterprises with AI technology solutions. Surprisingly enough, that is their actual motto. So see, Gogo, you were the first one too to get that one right. And you thought you were going to get it wrong. But yep, that's what it is. They never say it, but that's actually what it states on the website their motto is. The next question is, what does Onpassive claim their secret ingredient to success is? It rolls off the tongue. Right? It's like, it really doesn't. It's like, geez. They should have gone with in it to win it. So what's Onpassive's secret ingredient to success? Is it A, magical beans, B, owl technology, C, a team of highly trained squirrels, or D, a never-ending supply of coffee and webinars? Sam says Viagra. Pierre says B. Joe says garlic. Salami says B. Gogo says D. It really should be D, shouldn't it? But the answer is A. A. No, it's B. Sorry. Owl technology. See, I was looking at the word owl. Owl technology. That is the answer. B. So if you said B, you get 1 point. Which is not a feature of Onpassive's platform? What is not a feature of their platform? Is it A, automated marketing, B, predictive analytics, C, becoming a millionaire, or D, all of the above? Sam says common sense. Gogo says it should. I know. It really should have been coffee and webinars, because that's what they really run on, isn't it? Pierre says D. Gogo says D for sure. Mr. Level says D. I'll give you guys a couple seconds in case anyone else wants to guess. Do, 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 do. All right, the answer is D. All of the above. Good job, Salami. You just got it in there. All of the above. So if you pick D, all of the above, you're right. None of these things are a feature, although all of them are supposed to be, by the way. Even becoming a millionaire. They have made many illegal income claims. What does Onpassive's AI assistant do when it encounters a problem it can't solve? A. Calls Julie. B. What Onpassive AI assistant? C. Calls Julie. Or D. Sends an SOS to Elon Musk. Gogo says nothing. Pierre says B. What Onpassive AI assistant? Mr. Level's with ya? With B? Technically, I think Gogo, you mean B? Imagine if they did try to get a hold of Elon Musk to be like, we're having problems. I could see them doing it. Salami says B. That's right. The answer is B. What Onpassive AI assistant? What one? Yes, that's what you meant. Right. They do not have an AI assistant, but they will tell you that they do. What is Onpassive's favorite way to celebrate a big achievement? Is it A, they haven't had a big achievement? Is it B, throwing a virtual party? Is it C, sending everyone a car and iPhone? Or is it D, organizing a robot dance-off? Mr. Level says B, throwing a virtual party. Gogo says A, they haven't had a big achievement. Pierre's with Mr. Level and says B. Salami says B. The answer is actually A. They haven't had a big achievement. Because they really haven't. So Gogo got that one right. I know that you guys were going to think it was throwing a virtual party because they pretend like they have big achievements and throw these virtual celebrations. But they really haven't had a real big achievement at all. Not a real one. You know? If birthdays count, it's B. They opened a website. Birthdays. Chatting with Marty was my second answer. They go on shitting the light. That's what they do. They go on shitting the light. Trains and tunnels are big achievements. Not really. Stretching people out. Oh, God. I remember that. Lord. All right, here's one. What date was Onpassive LLC registered? Was it A, July 1st, 2019, B, June 1st, 2018, or C, September 9th, 2021? Pierre says B, June 1st, 2018. Sam says July 4th, 1776. It might as well have been. You would think that Ash lived back then and then somehow time traveled to today and then was like, wow, look at this internet thing they have. B. Gogo says A? Question mark? The answer for this one is B. June 1st, 2018. Remember, this June we celebrated 6 years of Onpassive being open. That's craziness. Craziness. And look at all they've accomplished. What was the first Onpassive product released? The very first one. Damn, I was close, Sam says. The very first product, was it A, O Mail, B, O Connect, or C, Onpassive ecosystem? Mr. Level says B, O Connect. Sam says Tiny Dinger condoms. A YouTube streamer's favorite brand. Oh shit. Gogo says the skin tag. Go Founders. C, Gogo says. And you're right. Technically, the first product was the Onpassive ecosystem. Right, because Go Founders isn't technically a product. They don't sell it. But if you go to their list of products, they do list the Onpassive ecosystem as an actual product. I don't blame you guys for saying O Mail or O Connect, though, because I've always said that I don't really consider the Onpassive ecosystem as a product. See, they don't sell it on its own. However, technically, I guess if you pay the $97 to join, then you get special access. But, you know, Pam's clock, right? They should start selling that clock. I bet you they would actually sell the clock more than they sell O Connect. Neither one works. None of them work, really. I mean, even the Onpassive ecosystem screws up sometimes. So, and people have trouble like logging in. Oh my God. The first time that everyone was logging in, they're having login issues for like 7 months. It was ridiculous. I win a troll doll. Sometimes it's the next century. All right. So on the website, in the About section, Onpassive is described as, is it A, explore uncharted technology horizons and revolutionize every industry with AI? Or B, from conventional to contemporary, sustainable technology for every demand? Or is it C, both A and B? Hello, Ramu. That's a fun name to say. Scam. It should be. Gogo says B. From conventional to contemporary, sustainable technology for every demand. Come on, guys. Or A or C. Onpassive answer B. SK says B. The answer is actually C. Both A and B. I know, it's a lot of buzzwords in 2 sentences, isn't it? Samson Ant Farm? More like Lord of the Flies. I dropped out trivia. Ash Mufareh was a part of which scams before he began Onpassive? Get this one. All right. Was he a part of Beachbody, Sensi, It Works, and Global Domains International? Was he a part of Global Domains International, OneCoin, Telex Free, Pay Diamond? Or C, Global Domains International, GDI Fusion, Amway? D, Global Domains International, Telex Free, Pay Diamond, Ashmax? Or is it E, He was never in any scams, you miscreant! How dare you, Queen? Which one? Mr. Level says D. Global Domains International, Telex Free, Pay Diamond, Ash Max. Gogo says A would be funny. It would, wouldn't it? Can you see him doing Beachbody? Maybe using that crazy rap thing, you know? B. Global Domains International, OneCoin, Telex Free, Pay Diamond. Joe agrees with D. D, I think. Answer is D. Sam says he worked the bathrooms for Enron. And Bandu says future of the internet, I love you Onpassive. That's not an answer. I'm sorry, Bandu. The answer is actually D. Global Domains International, Telex Free, Pay Diamond, and Ash Max. And Onpassive is actually a complete rebranding of Ash Max. It's kind of like Ash Max 2.0. Here's one for you guys. How much will O-Connect cost each O-founder per month? This is monthly, every month. Not because here in Onpassive they pay it quarterly. But how much will it equate to monthly? Is it A, $200, B, $50, C, $143, or D, $125? What do you mean they gotta pay? Yep, now you gotta pay. How much does it equate to monthly? Sam says 143, I'll be serious. Mr. Level agrees. And so does Pierre. Gogo says D. Joe says one thing. Ash did tell Chris he went to Grand Rapids, so he had to be involved with Amway. Yeah, we're wondering if he also did Amway. That's why I kind of threw that one in there. Hold on, these are all wrong. They get the 97 O-Coin discount. Answer is C. Oh, you guys are so close. The answer is actually D. Gogo got that one right. See, Gogo, you're getting them right. 143 is what they will get paid that they paid the last time. But when it's actually going to cost them full price in future, it will actually equate to being $125 monthly for them. And that's a lot. That's a lot. I mean, there's not that big of a difference between 125 and 143. But what you guys are thinking of is they're all making $143 commission because they paid that this time quarterly. You know, the one time that they paid for it. Is this trivia a scam? No. Gogo is goated. No, it's not a scam. All right, Onpassive's 3 free products are called, just the free ones. Is it A, O bananas, O oranges, O apples? Is it B, O nonsense, O shenanigans, oh my? Is it C, O trim, O net, or O mail? Or is it D, automated marketing, automated mail, automated targeted traffic? Which one is the 3 free products? Joe says worthless. Well, that's okay to guess and guess them right. That's part of the fun of trivia. Sometimes you guess, you get it right. C, O trim, O net, O mail. Because you're smart, Gogo. It's because Gogo watches. Gogo also says, O trim, O net, O mail. Yeah, sometimes I teach you things you don't realize. The answer is C. SK agrees. Yes, their 3 free products are O Trim, O Net, and O Mail. Although they should be called O Nonsense, O Shenanigans, and oh my god, what the fuck is that? Alright, now, this question. How much money have O founders made in Onpassive? Much have they actually gotten in their hands, I should say? Is it A, $100, B, $0, C, $143, or D, $1 million? Joe says, I'm still right. Pierre says, negative 250. Joe says, 0. B, 0. 1 straw penny? I don't know what's a straw penny? I don't know what that is. B, 0. Go says, how much have they actually gotten in their hands, guys? Not how much are they owed. That's the trick. But you guys got it right. Answer is B. That's right. You just got it in there before I clicked. B, $0. Unfortunately, many are owed C, 143, but nobody has actually gotten any, despite there being several Indian founders claiming that they've been paid. Nobody has been paid. If they have, though, Ash needs to put out an income disclosure statement. Just saying. This question is, if Al could have a superpower, what would it be? Good morning, Jesus. I'm playing 143 in the lottery tomorrow. It's coming up a lot, isn't it? All right, so if Al could have a superpower, what would it be? Would it be A, flying, B, mind reading, C, turning coffee into code, or D, predicting the future? What one do you guys think it is? Which one is it? Which one is it? Which one do you pick? I'd even got a little video together because I was going to do a countdown for each one of these. Yeah, but it was really annoying. And then I was like, then they can't see the answers. You know, when I was practicing in the StreamYard by myself, like yesterday, seeing how this would turn out, you know, I was like, oh, that kind of sucks, because then they can't see like the multiple choice questions. So we'll just kind of like wait until some of them answer and then I'll tell them the answer kind of thing. I was like, yeah, no, that won't work out. And I was like, I don't want to be playing that 25 times. I think that my subs will want to murder me if I do that. Sam says, beating Susie in a hula hoop contest. D, I'd like to know if I'm going grocery shopping tomorrow. Founders against the employees because they filed a case against the company. Founders becoming mad day by day. I hope that goes well and that we can get some more information on that. Pierre says, robbing the poor? Greetings, Jesus. The answer was whatever you wanted it to be. That one, no matter what you picked, you get a point. Even if you made them up in the chat, hell, give yourself a point. Why not? There was no right answer for that. It's however you interpret Al. You know, Al is a very, very important person in our lives. And it's however we interpret good old Al.
I am Al with heart. I am ready for the New Year's celebration with Onpassive. Oh wait, I think I am breaking down.
little bit of an old meme from New Year's, but hey, you know, it's however you see Al. I got 1 point. I think you got a couple, don't you? What does Queen me, what do I call URL shorteners? What do I call them? We're making fun of me now, I guess, in this. Is it A, O trim? Is it B, snip snip URL? Is it C, URL shorteners? Or is it D, linky dinkies? What do I call them? Joe's just laughing at me. That's not an answer, Joe. All right, you're not allowed to just laugh. All right, here we go. URL shortener. URLs. Go also says URL shorteners. And for some reason, whenever I say it, I don't say shorteners. Like, C, URLs. You like D, linky dinkies? Maybe we'll start calling them that, Joe. Maybe we'll start calling them that. But yes, I do call them URL shorteners. And you guys should remember us memeing me with Earl, because Earl had to die. We did that whole meme. Even SK knows. B, snip snip URL. I like that one. I always call them URL shorteners. And I sound like a Southerner when I say it every time, and I don't know why. I'm from Kingston, Ontario, Canada. I ain't from the South. Or even out west. Because here, I guess, in Canada, the South is like out west, I guess. That's where our cowboys are. They're in the west, not in the South. So, what are the haters of Onpassive called? What are we called? What do they call us? What do they refer to us as over here? Are we A, ding-dongs? Are we B, bimbos? Are we C, naysayers? Or are we D, all the above? What are we called by the people in Onpassive? Whether it be Marty or Chris or Ash, what do they like to call us? Ding-dongs? Bimbos? Do they call us naysayers or all the above when they're telling people to
stop going there?
What do they call us? Joe says, well, everything. So all the above? Go. Smart. Yeah, no, I don't think they've ever called us that. Royal family. Negative press? Joe got that one. It's all the above. We have been called the naysayers several different times to the point that we now call our community the naysayers or the sayers of nay. Just because, why the hell not? You know, that I like to take the hate people throw at me and turn it into something positive. We've been called bimbos. And that's why on my channel, I'm often called, right here in my name, Ding Dong Bimbo Sayer of Nay. That is my title now on my channel. I am Queen of Karma, Ding Dong Bimbo of the Sayers of Nay. You know, so answer is D. That's right. That's right. All right, here's one for you naysayers. And then jelly fill in the blank. Yes. Jelly roll, jelly cube, jelly, what's that jelly girl's name, he says? Jelly snack. That's it. So, at the end of the day, you are the queen. Yes, I am. The Security and Exchange Commission is suing Onpassive for how much moolah? How much money are they suing them for? Joe says a shitload. It's just a shitload, all right? It's just a shitload. Is it A, 108 million? Is it B, 800 million, C, 180 million, or D, the SEC is not suing Onpassive, dingbat. Okay, like, what are you talking about, Queen? Jesus. Pierre says 108. Which one is it, guys? Is it 108, 800, 180, or like the SEC is not suing them and I've just made this up? Which one? Which one? Which one is it? The answer is 108 million. E, can't get blood from a turnip. That's right, Sam. A, 108 million is the correct answer. And that is it for our trivia game. I hope that you guys found that fun. I'm not sure who won. I think that most of you guys tied. We'll just say that, if you answered most of the questions, good for you. Good for you. Pierre says, I want to change my answer to E. I like that one better. That's right. That's right. So I hope that all of you guys had fun tonight for our FriYAY with the Sayers of Nay. That's all I've got for you for today. I definitely lost, Sam says. I don't know, Sam. I think you did pretty good. Maybe not. Maybe not. All I know is that Albs won the Guess the Song game. And don't worry, I'm thinking that we should do something like this every Friday where we just kind of have some fun, do some stuff to blow off some steam as it's necessary when you're covering serious things like cults and scams and, you're hearing these sad stories every day. We like to stay positive over here, and deal with things with comedy and have a good time. And a lot of you guys really like game nights, So I was like, we should definitely make FriYAY about doing some games. So I hope that this turned out well for everyone and that you guys had a good time. Let me know if you want to continue this on, and I'll set up something similar for next FriYAY. Although we might play the song game differently, like I said, where instead of us guessing the name, we'll come up with the funniest names, and then we can kind of all vote on who wins in the comments. You guys can come up with the funny names, and then whoever you guys decide was the funniest one gets the point. I think we'll try to do that next week, and then maybe we'll figure out some trivia again or something. Let me know if you guys have any ideas for games that you want to play. I'm open to all kinds of ideas for our FriYAYs and things you want to see from me. Things that will make it extra fun. Let me know. Tell me in the comments. Again, if you guys want to send me your memes or send me anything about Onpassive that you want me to see. And Jesus, if you're still in here, if you want to send me whatever proof you have of this case going on, please do to the email here, bethgibbons74@gmail.com. That is my personal channel email. So send it on down to me, and I would be happy to, take a look at it and then include it in a future live stream or video. I hope that all of you have a fabulous, amazing weekend. I'm going to be releasing some naysayer songs over the weekend, so stay tuned for those. And I'll see you all on Monday for our MLM Monday. Thank you so much for coming. I love all of you. Have a fabulous night. Mwah! And like always, we're the ones that are in it to win it. And congratulations if you won the game.
My name is Ash Mufareh, and I'm your friend. My name is Ash Mufareh, and I'm your friend.
I'm Mike Ellis, by the way.
Call me Reverend Jim Jones, okay? Let's go to Guyana, all right? No joke. If that's a call. Hey.
And I'm your friend.
That negative YouTube channel has got more followers on it than I do on my own. It breaks my heart.
And I'm your friend. My name is Ash Mufareh. If you're rude, if you've been doubting or sighing, or we know who you are.
Stop going there. She wants to be the first to make us look silly. Yeah, Queen of Karma's on there asking for a debate. That's the lady I brought on. Her debate was 3 minute Ash. And another Queen of Karma asking about why don't we answer the question about religion. I think we've answered that over and over again.
I've been answering them all morning long. It's not the answer you want, but
yeah.
Call me Reverend Jim Jones, okay? Let's go to Guyana, all right? No joke.
Alright, this is a great way to start your day. Come here and tune in to Crazy and talking about your experiences.
My name is Ash Mufareh, and I'm your friend.
I'm Mike Elch, by the way.
Thanks for coming, everyone. Have a great weekend. See you for MLM Monday. Happy Friday. Bye.
Stop going there. That negative YouTube channel has got more followers on it than I do on my own YouTube channel. It breaks my heart.
And I'm your friend.
Have a great weekend.
My name is Ash Mufareh.
Stop going there. Yeah, Queen of Karma's on there.
My name is Ash Mufareh, and I'm your friend.
Let's go to Guyana.